Hey guys, me, it's Incarnations here, bringing back to you another video. This is a face reveal actually. Not really, you can't see my whole face and all. Don't mind it or whatever's in the background over there. Yeah, so I'll just put something out. Mainly because, I'm busy and all. I didn't have much time to stream on Twitch or anything. And I've met mainly a lot of you who have been viewing me from YouTube know that I have been away for a long time. Let's say it's been almost a month now and I haven't posted anything there or on YouTube here. But I've been seeing steady growth even though I've been uploading that much. I'm currently right now at 77 subscribers, which is kind of insane. I didn't expect it to reach that high. Now that I have grown a bit of a following, I would like to diversify my content a little more, maybe post a little more real life content. You'll see some in the background, I don't disclose and stuff. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching some of that content, but leave it down below if you'd like to see some of that. I've been recently buying a lot of things on Book Outlet lately, and if you want to support me over there, just hit my referral link. Yeah, and I also, since it's quarantine, I haven't been doing much lately, just sitting at home, so if you have any questions or if you have any recommendations for me to talk about things around anime, manga, figures, most of the things I bought over there you'll see on that shelf. It cost me around $100 or so. I just bought a lot of things on sale. I really don't like spending that much retail. That's something about me. You'll find that I like to get good deals sometimes. Most of the titles I haven't read, some of them are obscure, and yeah, a lot of them you'll see are 7Cs. I'll get some out right now actually, just so you can see. So from my collection I've got from Book Outlet, I got some Blue Giant. If you guys heard of the series, it's about aspiring jazz musician who plays the saxophone. He's a former basketball player. His name is Dai. Yeah, it's like a short story, a coming of age where he finds his passion. And it's pretty cool. It's already getting a third series, but because it's just getting translated, there's only 3 volumes out in omnibus version. I actually got this for $10, and I have to say this cover looks pretty good for $10. The only downfall from buying Book Outlet is that it has a couple dents, as you can see there if this focuses. Yeah, you'll see some dents over here, and to be honest, I'm not a person that's that picky about dents or anything. I just like looking at these beautiful pages, honestly. They look pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, it's $10. Basically, omnibus. This comes with 2 volumes. I'm basically paying $5 per volume, and that's a pretty good deal for something that no one really is talking about. But I think if it gets an anime,
boy, that's gonna be pretty good.
So yeah, a good pick for me. Another thing I forgot, let me get this out, Mob Psycho Volume 5 version, and I think I got this for around $7.29 for taxes. That's pretty good because that's already half the price from the regular $15. The only downfall is that it came with a little dot, but everything else is pristine condition. I don't even see anything wrong with it. Yeah, honestly, if you're going to buy anything manga related there, it's gonna be having some little scuffs or dents, but to be honest, nothing wrong with it. I don't even see, it's not even touched. Currently, I have another 3 volumes coming from Book Outlet, coming a couple days from now, for another $7. So total, I'm gonna have 3 volumes for around $20. This is about the character, a person, psychic powers, and gets bullied a little bit, but over time he overcomes this stuff and he becomes this kind of developed character. It's pretty sick, honestly. If you haven't watched an anime or if you've seen One Punch Man before, you're gonna like this. If you haven't been watching anime for some reason, I don't know, you've been missing out. Also, I got a lot of Umaru. Right here, see? Umaru 1, Umaru 2, Umaru 3, Umaru 4. Now, they're from different volumes. I got 11, 9, 3, and 2. But for all of them to combine, it's around, let's say, $28 from Book Outlet. This time, there has been no remainder marks whatsoever. They're all brand new. Maybe they have a little scuffs at the bottom, but other than that, it's pretty good. If you haven't watched anime, I don't know what to say about it. There's been a lot of like bad reviews because, you know, the main character is a little annoying, but it's like your typical gag. Don't expect much story-wise. It revolves around the main character protagonist, Umaru, who likes drinking Coca-Cola, she likes reading manga, she likes to complain a lot. She often wears this suit, which is pretty interesting. Just adds a lot to her character. See these like really cheap versions of herself. If you like the art style or you like what I've said already, pick it up because it's pretty sick. Also here, we got like a friend of her group, Kiri, who's a little timid, a little shy. She has an awesome character as well. And there's another volume of her, and this is Umaru when she's herself. Alright, so that's it for Umaru. Next one. Now, over here, I got the Dororo volume, The Legend of Kamaru. Well, to be honest, when I got this volume, I was pretty hyped out. When I started reading it, it was honestly pretty subpar because the anime was pretty good, and maybe even the original series probably better than this. The character over here, he looks nothing like what is depicted in the anime. Everyone else is pretty fine. Maybe Dororo's a little older here, I think. And yeah, I got this for like $1 because I used my credit points from Book Outlet. Not bad, but story-wise, came with a little like dent here. I didn't really mind. It's not much considering it's like $1. And yeah, so here is a look at like the artwork. If you like, I don't know. Highly recommend the anime rather than this. This is only 4 volumes long. Not much you can get out from this thing. Yeah, Dororo. Next one I got from Book Outlet was Mushoku Tensei. It revolves around the character Brutus. I haven't read this yet because I'm like an anime watcher. Especially this series, I feel like I would rather watch the anime or read the light novel rather than the manga itself. Yeah, it's probably better to imagine it or like follow the world building as it goes because the show is pretty awesome. Note, if you're like under the age of 18, you probably shouldn't be watching this thing because it deals with highly adult subject matter, and I don't want any of you to be like diving into this thing if you're uncomfortable with that. But if you're not if you're over the age, watch it or read it. Or read the pictures. I'm not going to show too much of this because, well, I'll show a couple pages, I guess, just for like the sake. But for your eyes, if you really don't want to read this yet. Yeah, but it's pristine condition. Also like $7. Most of the things I got there are like $7, or on a sale day, I got it for some of them are like $5. Next thing I got was Fairy Tail Battle Royale Volume 4. This was also something I got alongside with the Roko. This was also $1, so combined together with the coupons I used, I paid $2 for both of these. And this story revolves around a female protagonist. She's put in place into this fairy tale world. Not reincarnated, not isekai, but I'm not really sure what happens since I only read like 2 volumes. But they're just put into this fantasy battle royale, and it's pretty sick. This is fairly new. I don't know when it came out, like 2018 or something. And yeah, if you're just like reading battle royale manga, or this is not like too heavy, but it's like lighthearted kind of. I expect high things from this show, and I expect this to be animated, and I expect this to be really good. So yeah. I haven't read this volume yet. I just read like the manga scans or online, and I just like the few chapters that they put out. Yeah. Fantasy manga, and they basically put a bunch of fairy tale protagonists or side characters into the show. It's pretty cool. Okay, next volume I got was Satoko and Nada, Volume 2. Now, this one is a 4-koma, so if you don't know what a 4-koma is, it is when there is only 4 panels in a manga. And to be honest, it doesn't really have that much of a storyline. It's more of like an informative book or like a gag that displays different cultures. I don't know, Buddhism or Shintoism for Japanese, and the Islam culture. And it also talks about the Western culture. So these 2 characters, Satoko and Nada, they are both exchange students in America, and they basically board and lodge together. And it comes with a very interesting take where 2 characters share their 2 different cultural backgrounds, and it comes with funny and interesting character interactions with different cultures. And It's really fun, and if you really like to learn about other cultures and religions, which I highly like to read about, I think this book is for you. The art style is not really best in business, and also like the storylines, it's like more or less one page equal or deals with one storyline, but some pages have continuations, but it's more or less like that. It's short and sweet. It's a really small book, really small. If you like to read religions, if you like to read forecasts, this is for you. Next on the list, I got The Way with upside down. Dragon Goes House Hunting. Dragon Goes House Hunting. I got volumes 3 and 5, and it talks about the story of the main protagonist, which is a dragon. His name is Letty, and he goes house hunting. I don't know how to like explain it better than that. With the help of his elven friend named Daria, they both try to find a house for himself, and it comes with a bunch of funny interactions with different characters in the fantasy world. There's a ongoing anime right now, and if you want to read this, if you want to watch the anime, I haven't seen this character yet or this bird anime because I'm watching it as well, and then maybe I'm gonna read this. Dragon Goes House Hunting. Pretty good story and show. Also like the coloring and the design for the covers. It's pretty sick. Next thing I got was Not Lives, also 7 Seas manga. It's volume 10. I haven't read all of the series yet, but this is I got this for like $3, so I just picked it up because, you know, why not? At first I thought it was more going to be a dating sim type of manga, but it deals heavily with battles. This is more like a battle royale kind of. It doesn't look like it, especially with a cover page like this, but it's a battle manga. To be honest, when I got this, I had it with a little mark like that, but that's just like dirt. And other than that, everything was fine. I'll read the back.
The game's end approaches, and beyond the battle for life and death lies the ultimate reward. Together, Mikami and Amemiya have endured trial after trial. Now their final challenge pulses towards the thunderous conclusion. Max Metallite, an Imperial gentleman, has bet everything on the unstoppable final attack. Yet, even if Mikami takes him down, not everything in the contest is as it seems. The time has come for all the secrets of the game and the players to be revealed.
Now, yeah, I read like 2 volumes online. If you like Battle Royale, maybe pick this up. This is made in like 2013, ended recently, 2018 or something. I haven't heard much about this show. This is more like one of those not well-known series, and it's not been animated, so yeah, this is actually the final volume. There's 10 volumes. Next on the list, I got The Bride and the Exorcist Knight. Here's it over here. Here's the spine, and there's the back. No damage whatsoever. I got this for around $4 or $9, and it's more like a rom-com with this dude. He's like really young, and this girl who's a little older. I read like the first volume chapter, and it interested me a little bit. So if you like that type of stuff, okay. And also look at that. Next on the list, I got 12 Vs. It's also like a battle type of thing. I think he got axed. This is the final volume. A lot of times I find that Book Outlet has a bunch of final volumes or overstock in 7 Seas series. But I still picked it up because I had to get free shipping for this haul. I needed to pay over $45. So yeah, I just picked this series just thought I'd get interested, even though it's like the final volume. So, yep. Next I got is Hour of the Zombie, also known as Igai Play of the Dead. This series revolves around high school students that turn into zombies out of nowhere, and they get to turn back into humans after a couple hours. I think it's more or less slow pace, and I think it ended in like 2019. If you guys like zombie manga, I know there's going to be like a lot of zombie manga coming out in these days. Like, for example, the one with 100, I forgot what it's called. And there's a lot of other series like I Am Hero, or there's High School of the Dead. The characters are just a little lacking, but the concept, if I ever see this become a genre or another story takes the same premise, then it probably would be better. Kind of sad that this story just ended. It had a lot going for it. Here's like a little glimpse at the arts. I'm trying to read the last volume, volume 9, but I haven't seen any sales on it. Okay, next on the list, I got Remaster. So, a little history with this book. I read the light novel. a couple chapters in, and this is actually one of the first series that got me into isekai. And if you like leveling up, if you like reincarnation as a slime, that's probably the most similar thing to this. Centers around this character who in his previous life he dies and then he gets reincarnated in a goblin, but then out of all the goblins he's the most intelligent and he's the one that prevails and turns basically to the strongest, even befriending humans and other species from different races. I don't know if this is a thing for most people. If you're heavily into the isekai world, I read this both in light novel version and manga version, and I got to say they're both pretty good. Remaster, not a lot of people like it. I do though. Next thing on the list I got was My Senpai is Annoying. Now this is more of the larger selection of manga from 7 Seas. It's the big ones. And when I got this, to be honest, I wasn't really happy with what I bought. It was a little dirty. There's like a lot of things in the front. Now it's clean obviously, and the back. And this is a colored page manga over here, adapted from a webcomic. The color's a little faded, and I guess it will fade more over time, but it's pretty unusual for a publisher to have some colored pages like this. The pages are really not the best business, not the best texture feeling. Also, when you like smell the pages, they reek of chemicals. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. And also when I bought it, there's a little dirt. I can't get that off, or else I'll damage the pages. But overall, the story revolves around these two characters, her and him. I don't know names. And it follows like office life. He's her senpai. She is whatever you call that. It's a love story. They have an age gap of around 11 years or something. And it's pretty sweet. If you're not into that type of age gap or thing, obviously maybe this is not for you. But if you just like follow around a fun story about two adults, she's like 20, I think. This is a fun, healthy story of two adults. Lastly on the list I got was Magic User. Now, I don't see many people talking about this book or ever on YouTube, but here I am trying to talk to you and convince you to read this. This is a really lengthy book, and I'm only like around halfway. Its language is a little advanced for some people, sometimes, I guess, and it revolves around this character, Geo Margulis. Let me get that focused on that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's focused already or not. And he's this, you know, salaryman that he gets reincarnated into this Dungeons and Dragon-esque world as one of the characters from the game he plays, Geo Margulis. And he becomes this magic user that no one in this world knows about, or like what type of magic he's using. A foreign magic basically. And he's basically a really overpowered, unidentified magic user, and he's 43. I don't really see old characters from the age of 43 be part of like the isekai realm. And he gets into many interactions with other characters. For example, he saves this girl, chapter 1. This is not really a spoiler. In chapter 1, he saves her from bandits who kidnapped her, and he was like, he basically uses magical powers to turn people into stone in the first chapter. It's pretty sick. He also casts like humongous fireballs that destroy. He can summon big ogres that basically destroy everyone. He's not a bad guy at all, but with the power, he's uncomparable to anyone in this world. I've also seen that this has a web novel. I haven't seen it before. I don't even think it's been translated to English yet, but if you like to read light novels, if you want to just witness the story of freaking Geo Margulis, maybe this is a book for you. It's a little lengthy, I think 400 pages long. If that deters you from reading this, then hell, don't read it, I guess. Okay, last on the shelf from this manga haul. This is not really from a book outlet, actually. This is actually from a thrift store. I got this from a thrift store. I got it from Valley Village. And all of these, surprisingly, I bought for $1 each. Yeah, $1. So it counts like $1.29 or something, and then you have to add tax. So basically $5 for all of these. All of these three. It's a complete set, no yellowing or really light yellowing, and no damage actually, or at least like the top maybe there's ways. But it follows around or centers around Mr. Picasso man. His nickname Picasso. He's not literally Picasso, and he basically is an artist People like tease him for being an artist and stuff, and he basically can get into the hearts of people with trauma, and basically save them from delving in deeper into their trauma. As to complete this haul, let me show you all of the things I collected over a span of like a couple days and value around like $100 I spent in all these. So there's this Genku Picasso, there's my senpai annoying magic user, Remonster, Hour of the Zombie, 12 piece, The Bride and the Exorcist, Not Lives, Dragon Goes House Hunting, Fairy Tale Battle Royale, there's Dororo, Mushoku Tensei, there's Umaru, there's Mob Psycho, and Blue Giant. If you found this type of things interesting, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe just to see what future haul I'm gonna bring out in a couple days, because I just like to spend a lot. And yeah, so that's really it, dudes. Yeah, that's a really good show. Blue Giant, I recommend it to anyone and everyone. Alright, see you guys later, and see you next time. Bye.